24 on EA Sports. And the focus is on Jack Campbell, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Lions and the Bears, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out in the back. It's quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And goal, if it's not there, don't force it, you've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Second and 2. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's up into it at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for St. Brown a week ago. 6 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
Now back to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Gibbs on the toss left. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hardman to return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Throw left side complete to Scott. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready? Hands it off out of the gun. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. With the Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 52 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute. I expect them to get a minimum.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. And zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Aleem McNeil forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The throw over the middle, taken in. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him back catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This from 42 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Gibbs straight ahead. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Brings up 4th down, solid coverage by the Bears D. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ready? 2nd and 9 now. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively. He comes down the door. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And quickly they get to the line. 2nd and 5. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He's got it complete to Gibbs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here we go on 2nd and 12. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Come on, set. Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 41. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the lead extended, and I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Here we go. Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Second and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw again. That ball caught by Campbell. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibbs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Ready.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
On the double.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson to the 36-yard line, stop there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw here. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
They'll look to throw again.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. He'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. This entire afternoon, he just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
So it's the Bears who come away with a victory, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for the Bears, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-2.